All right, welcome to today's edition of the Wealthy Lightworker interview series. Today I have Tamra Oviatt.
Oviatt, you're correct the
Oviatt,
first
I was
time.
right the first time. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Tamra Oviatt is a world-renowned motivational speaker, and she is the founder of an amazing, seventh plane energetic modality called Sacred Activations. And I'm so excited to have you here with us, Tamra. And before we jump in, we're going to start with the a nice deep breath as we do every time, just to kind of center so that we can all take in the wisdom that Tamra will be sharing today. So deep breath in. All right. Well, Tamra, what the name of our interview today is The Collective Consciousness is Running Your Life. Are you ready to take your power back? So I love that. And I think there's just so much there. And before we fully jump into it, I'd love to just start with your story. So how did you find yourself as this world-renowned speaker, teacher, someone who's developed their own healing modality? Tell me how this all happened.
Well, first off, it wasn't my choice. I was called. God kept telling me I had to be a healer. And I finally said, okay, what do you want me to do? And then the next thing I know, I'm doing all these different trainings. I'm teaching people how to talk to their angels. I'm doing hypnosis. I'm doing NLP. I'm doing all these things. I did the full realm of theta healing and was teaching. And during that class, I heard, you're not going to be doing this. This is for your training. And it gave me a really good connection, talking to God and stuff, which was really helpful for me because I was already doing that, but I wasn't sure. If that makes sense. So it really helped my confidence. And then 2012, I'm doing the short version. I found myself in England with this guy I was supposed to marry. And I went to, for a walk one early morning and started yelling at God, what the hell am I doing here? I am not marrying him. There's no way.
Wow.
Why am I here? And I was told to go to the Roslin Chapel, which is in Scotland. So I went back to his house, told him God told me to go to the Roslin Chapel. The next day I was on a train. I had my B&B booked. God told me to have one of my clients meet me at the Roslin Chapel. She lived in Scotland. I'd never met her before. We just worked on Skype. So I met her there and I sat in the pews and I connected and I was told to go into the Akashic Records. And when I did, I was met by this being and I'm all, who are you and what do you want? You know, why are you here? And he's all, I'm Lord Metatron. I'm here to assist you. And then I just started receiving all these codes and swirling in my DNA. And my head hurt. I was dizzy. It was like, holy cow, what was that? And when we're driving away from the church, I was told I was now crystalline and I am to give this to others. So as soon as I got back to my B&B, I started emailing all my friends. You wouldn't believe what just happened. You know, do you want this? And everybody's all, yeah, sure.
Wow.
So I went back to his house in England and I knew I wasn't supposed to go home, but I couldn't stay there.
Right.
And I didn't know what to do. I was pretty broke. I had a couple $100 in my account. You know, here I am in England. What the hell was I thinking? You know?
Oh my God.
And so I Facebooked somebody that had interviewed me a couple of years before, and I asked him if he knew a cheap room I could rent. And he said, funny thing is, my girlfriend and I just rented a flat in London. We have an extra room. Come stay with us. So instead of taking the train to the flight, I took the train and met this guy that I'd never met before in person, helps me with my luggage back to his house.
Wow.
And so I was there, and then I was told by God to go to Stonehenge. I went there and I received these other activations that scared the crap out of me. I mean, it really scared me because the energy was so powerful. I'd never experienced anything like that in my life. And it was like, wow. So I started emailing out my customer list. And I said, I'm getting this information, you guys. Do you want this? This is what other people are telling me that's happening in their lives. from it. And everybody's all, yeah. So I got this email from this client I hadn't talked to in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's all, Tamra, I'm in London. Give me your number. And I'd met him and his wife like 2 years prior. They were clients of mine. I hadn't talked to him in 2 years.
Right.
So we talk on the phone. He goes, I want a session. So I did a session with him. And then he told me he was going to Spain. Because this is, you remember when everybody thought the world was going to end in 2012, December 21st?
Oh, yeah.
So they had rented this house in Spain on this mountaintop, spring water coming in. That's where the water came from the house, and solar panels. That only lasted a few hours a day. Solar panels weren't very good. But he's all, I'm going to Spain. And I kept hearing God say, ask him if you can go, ask him if you can go, ask him if you can go. So I said, God's asking me if I could ask you if I can go. He's all, well, let me talk to my wife. So he calls me back. He says, she said yes. It's like, okay, great. What flight are you taking and what airport are you flying out of? So he tells me. So then I'm on a bus headed to an airport to meet a guy that I haven't seen in 2 years.
Wow.
And I fly off to Spain with him. And while we were on this mountaintop in Spain for about a month, and it was incredible time. And I just kept receiving so much information and new activations, and it was shifting me hugely.
Wow.
And I started working with my clients. I had this one client that had had a stroke, and I had told her for a year to change her blood pressure medication.
Yeah.
She didn't listen to me. She had the stroke. And I'm all, go to the hospital. She didn't listen to me. She went to bed, had another stroke. You know, the next morning, I can't move my arm. I can't walk. I said, yeah, because you had 2 strokes, you know. So I went and picked her up at her house, took her to the hospital, you know. And so she comes home from the hospital, and she's on a walker. She can't button her bra. She can't brush her hair. She can't lift her left arm. And she has a disabled daughter. And I tried everything for a year to help this woman, and everything I did, all the beliefs, everything I worked on, nothing worked. So here I am in Italy now. So anyway, so we go to Spain, I come back to England, and then I fly off to Italy in July, and this started in March. So I'm in this little tiny town, don't speak the language, don't have a car. I was there for 3 months. It was absolutely amazing, incredible time. And I went swimming every day. Their water there is so incredible. So I did 3 activations with her, the first 3 activations I ever received. And the next morning she woke up 95% better. She could use her arm. She was off the walker, but she still had a little bit of a limp. And then she stopped doing the activations. And it took her about a year before she started doing the activations again. And now you see her, she doesn't even have the limp.
Wow.
It's totally shifted. I've had emails from people that have healed from cancer from doing this. Now I can't claim any of this, of course. We're not allowed to.
No.
But it's a God modality. It's a God modality. I work for God. I do what God tells me to do. And what this world is like a big video game. Okay. And there's all these different programs and sections we can plug into with our DNA. We might not even know we're plugged into them. And we're running those programs and we're running those belief systems. So with what sacred activation does is like going into a computer program, and it unwinds the zeros and the ones, all of the computer program, and it erases it. So that program's no longer running in your life. I mean, I talk to people, and me, myself, I mean, for years I've worked on things that from my past life and my genetics, but if you haven't cleared yourself out of the collective consciousness, you could still be running that program and not even know it. And so many people don't know it. They keep going back and trying to heal things over and over and over again. But until they've cleared out the collective consciousness, they're not going to shift it. It's going to come up again and up again and up again. You know, it might shift for a few days, but it shows back up.
Sure.
So that's the cool thing about sacred activations. It actually clears your programming out of the subconsciousness of humanity. Because if we're all one and we're a collective consciousness, that also means we have a subconsciousness. Because you know, your subconsciousness runs 95% of your life, right? Well, guess what's happening to this world? This world is running on the subconsciousness of this world. I mean, this world has destroyed itself how many times in the past?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that programming is in the subconsciousness of the world to destroy the world again. But guess what? We're changing that. We're clearing that because we're clearing it out of the subconsciousness of the world. And we're clearing it out of your subconsciousness and the collective subconsciousness. So that's how things are shifting and changing. It's so amazing. I'm so excited. Now,
It's so
all this
amazing.
stuff I'm telling you, it really took me 5.5 years to learn. You know,
Now,
they've kept talking to me and teaching me and teaching me. And when I grasp it and I get it, they give me more, you know. I mean, I have many masters that are my teachers and that I work with, but this is a God modality. And when I do the work, I connect with the I am that I am energy, or the I of God, or whatever. I connect in the God energy. So
so actually that was kind of my next question for you, because I find that, you know, there's a lot of people who hear this and they're like, yep, I get it. I hear you. Like, I've experienced things like this. But then there's going to be people who have no like prior experience with this, but they're open and they want to know how they can connect to a sensation that they know is bigger and greater than them. How did that first come across to you, and how did you get over the, like, you know, the judgment and the questioning and all of that?
it took some time. It really did. It took some time to clear that and understand that. A statement that was made that was mailed to you about this is a seventh plane modality. It's really a God modality. And when I heard that, I went, because that should have been shifted in my material. So that was a mistake.
So tell us the difference
That's what I used to do, is to connect to that energy. But God taught me, you know, and this has just really been even the last couple of weeks. God said there's many creators, but there's only one God. And I went, oh my God, because everybody's talking about the creator of this, the creator of that. We are the creators of this world. Absolutely. We create this world. It's up to us to change it. And the only way to change it is to heal our hearts and to love each other. It doesn't matter if you're a freaking janitor, cleaning the streets, doing the trash. You need to respect them as much as anybody else. And don't think you're above anybody. And if you're looking at a senator or a king or a queen, guess what? You're just as good as they are, and you're just as important as they are. So don't look down on yourself, no matter what you're doing.
Yes. I love that. I love that.
We are all one. It's like saying your hand is better than your foot. We can't, you know what I mean? It takes all of us together to do all of this, and we're all in this together. You know, here's some more preaching. Everybody's saying, oh, the world's going to split in two, and all the ascended people are going to go here, and all the stupid people. Bull. We're in this together. That's just another separation thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's everything to keep us separate. But we're one, and we're in this together. So if you're, you know, you love this baseball team and hate this one, you know, that's just a separation. This politician, not this one, that's just a separation. Whoever's in charge, wherever you live, is because of you, because of your energy. Maybe it's your fear because you're not standing up and speaking up, but you are in charge of this. This is your responsibility. And the more we wake up and come together, the more our world shifts. So therefore the leaders in our countries shift and become what they're supposed to be. What is for us, but it's us. It's what do we deserve? If you're not living where you want to live, driving what you want to drive, eating where you want to eat, wearing the clothes you want to wear, you're not a freaking victim. No matter where you live, it's up to you. And it's up to you. And to shift that, you've got to go through your subconscious to shift that, but also make sure you clear out the subconsciousness of your town. Because there's poverty consciousnesses in different towns and stuff, but you can still live in that town and be prosperous. You've just got to clear out of the collective consciousness of that town's limiting beliefs, or your family's limiting beliefs. That's what is possible. Sorry, you get me going.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm just
You are
soaking it
not a
in.
victim. You're a participant. Everybody is actors and actresses in your movie.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've been raped, if you've been hurt, you are a participant and you're learning. Forgive them and thank them for teaching you.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is easier said than done. I mean, it takes some work, but that's why I have over 300 activations. They're
So
specific
tell us
to
what
you need
those
to work
are.
on.
What are those activations?
Whatever you want to work on. If you want to work on money, if you want to work on relationships, if you want to work on your intuitive abilities, they're all available. They'll help you ascend. They'll help you open up. They'll help you understand. They'll help you break them.
And these are audio
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, they're MP3
accessible.
audio.
Yeah.
All you have to do is listen to it. I also teach practitioner trainings. I've got 4 levels of practitioner trainings I teach
It's
to help
amazing.
people really open up and to be able to help other people. Or
Well,
even just
Tamra, this is what
their own
comes to
lives.
mind for me, right? We can be as skeptical as we want to be about stuff, but at the end of the day, if I am God and I'm looking down and looking at this earth and I want to choose someone to lead this movement, I'm going to choose someone like you, because
Thank you.
I can tell that number one, you're a servant, and number
Yeah.
two, you're not afraid to say it exactly as it is. And that's rare. It's that gift that if I was, again, going to choose someone on this planet to bring forth this energy, I would want someone who is very much like, nope, no bullshit. I'm going to show up and I'm going to say it like it is, and you can take it or leave it. I don't really
Right.
care because it works, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that is just, I think, the thing that so often people get hung up on, like, oh, but I don't have any experience with that. Like, why don't I experience what she's experiencing? Well, first of all, the things that you've had to go through to open yourself up to this are more than a lot of people are willing to do and
Yeah.
face.
You have to do the work. You have to do the work. You have to look at yourself. You have to look at your shortcomings. And you cannot be a victim. There's no such thing as being a victim. No such thing. And if you're sick, it's serving you for some reason. You're getting something out of it. So stop whining.
Yeah.
Pull up your pants and do something about it.
Yes. Stop whining. And it's hard to, like, we have to give ourselves a little bit of space, obviously. Like, I think at the end of the day, as long as you give yourself space to do that, then you don't put it on everyone else, giving yourself a moment if you need it to, like, have your crazy, freak out session, but you don't have to put it on the world. You can just own it.
Yeah.
Now, you were saying, like, let's bring this into, you were saying that you have 300 activations for all different things, all different, needs. Let's talk about specifically money, and obviously we talked a lot about how the collective consciousness is running our beliefs about money, whether it's our town, our families, our DNA. How can we right now start to shift some of this stuff, and how have you been able to do that?
I work on myself. I sing happy songs. It's, you have to be in that vibration. If you're going, I don't have enough, guess what? You don't have enough. Because if you think you're manifesting and you're getting something you don't want, well, guess what? The law of attraction works. So if you're getting something you don't want, there's something you need to shift. So it works. There's no mistakes. And you've got to be in that high vibration. But again, remember, 95% of your life is ran by your subconscious mind. So use my program or somebody else's, but get that cleared up, because there's all these belief systems that you could be plugged into and you have no idea you are. And you've got to do the happy dance.
I like that. I really like that. That's a magical money tip right there.
Jump up and down, happy, happy, joy, 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 happy, happy.
And I love what you said earlier about, like, if you're not you know, living the life you want to live, like being with the people you want to be with, wearing the wearing the clothes you want to wear, then you're acting like you're a victim, but you're not, you're a creator. And I think that that's really important for those of us who are spiritual, who feel like, oh, who am I to want, you know, a nice house, a nice car, and, you know, all of those belief systems that we put on ourselves. You're saying, no, that's, even if you're spiritual, then that's why you need to do those things. Am I
God wants you to prosper. God wants the light workers to be seen prosperous and happy and joyful. And by doing that, you can help so many other people do the same thing.
Yes.
So when they see you do it, then they know they can do it also. If you can do it, I can do it, right?
Yes.
So if you're a healer and you're working with others, stop suffering.
Yes.
Charge.
Yes.
Stop doing everything for free. I mean, I do an online healing class every week for free.
Yes.
Online, it's live, it's free. I do that, but people also then sign up for private sessions with me or sign up for my coaching programs.
Right.
You know, I'm doing a Wishes Fulfilled class where every week we work on those belief systems to shift us to a higher and higher vibration, because it's our vibration that attracts to us. So again, if there's not enough, you're down here in your vibration. If there's plenty and you're overflowing, you're up here in your vibration.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So if you are desiring to create changes in your life, bring your vibration up. So important. What are you focusing on? Where's your emotions? What are you thinking about? You can't sit there and say 1,000 affirmations a day and have them work for you. I remember this years ago. I used to always do affirmations. I had 300 affirmations I'd read through. And there'd be some of them I'd read and I'd go, oof, I'd feel it in my body. But I'd read it anyways, thinking, well, if I keep reading it, it's going to make it better. No, because every time you read it, it goes, oof.
Yeah.
You don't believe it and you're not connecting to it.
Yeah.
So reading a bunch of activation or affirmations, if you don't totally feel it, it's not working for you. If you, especially if it's feeling negative, well, it is working for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if it's feeling negative, that's working for you, but it's negative energy. Whereas if you're focusing on the positive, then it's positive energy working for you. So it's all in the vibration and how you feel.
So if there's like an affirmation that you read that's like, I'm going to make $1 million tomorrow, and you know that that just doesn't feel right because it doesn't, you know, would you recommend just finding one that does feel,
I'll make $100 tomorrow.
Right, right. So taking it, you know, doesn't
just start where you're at.
Yes.
Like I recommend, like some people say, manifest 10 times. You know, it doesn't work. Because you don't believe you're going to make 10 times.
Right.
But what if you believe double? Can you believe double or 10% more or 20% more?
Yes.
Figure out where that is for you, you know, and then focus on that.
I love that. I love that. That's a really good, you know, it's a really concrete tip that people can walk away with today and
absolutely. And if you focus on doubling it or 25% more, and then when you get that, then you can double it again. And then double it again, and then continue raising that vibration up and up and up and up. I mean, because I was thinking about that this morning. I guess I flashed on this so I could share this with you guys. Is look at some of the lottery winners. What is it? 80% of the lottery winners are broke within a couple of years. Because that's not their vibration. Their vibration is broke. So therefore, they're always broke. No matter if they have $10 million, they find a way to lose it all within a couple of years because they're used to that broke energy.
Yes.
So you've got to do the foundation work. You've got to clear out your belief system so that you can make that money or win the lottery or however, and you can keep it and you can keep growing it and keep sharing it. Because if you have money, you can bless people and you can share it.
Yes.
And when you're doing that, you get more. It's a flow. That's what money's just energy. You know, some people say money sucks, rich people suck, you know. The rich people, if they suck anyways. They just think they're worth more because they now have money. People are people with or without money. Wouldn't you rather be a nice person that you are with money? It makes life more fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a
Amen.
tool.
It's just a tool. I love
It's just
that.
a tool.
Well, I think we all want to, I don't know, maybe I'm speaking for everyone listening. Like, I need some activations in my life, I think. And so tell us about your free gift that you're offering the viewers.
Free gift. I'm looking around because I have my computer setting on my books. One I want to show you because you're going to get an ebook copy of
Oh, yay.
this book. It's 600 pages.
Wow.
And you get this. And this is Mastering the Masters. What's in there is 12 transcribed practitioner training, or 4 transcribed practitioner trainings. And just by reading the book, that the words have energy in it. And so you'll receive those activations. So there's hundreds of activations in this book.
Wow.
And then also you get 3 MP3s activations. One is to balance your 13 chakras. One is to release anger and resentment.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the third one? Anger, resentment, chakra balancing. I don't know what the third one is. You got to check it out.
Yeah, you got to check it out. Oh, it's amazing. I can't wait to dive in. 600 pages later, that's amazing. That's incredible that you're offering so much value and for free. Thank you.
Absolutely. My job is to work with healers and everybody to shift them into love. That's my job. My job is world peace. But as they've made it very clear to me, my job is the people because we are the collective consciousness. So by working with you and helping you heal your heart, remember, we're all connected. That means we're helping. Just by you working on yourself, you're helping thousands of people all over the world that you're not even aware of. And you don't have to be aware of them. And you're not responsible for them. So don't get into that. Oh my God, I'm responsible to heal all these people. No. But just by working on yourself, since we're all connected, it helps many, many people all over the world to do the same thing. So how does it get any better than that?
Oh, it doesn't. I have goosebumps and I'm like kind of tearing up. So yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. And to think that it's so simple, it just comes down to working on ourselves. It's not out there. It's not something that you're supposed to accomplish and hit and do. It's all here.
Everything is inside of you. Everything.
Oh, thank you, Tamra.
You're welcome.
I think we'll end on that beautiful note and let everyone just bask in that thought that it really is that simple and it really is that important.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, and thank you to all your listeners to take the time out of their busy days to spend a few minutes with me. I really appreciate it.
And definitely check out the free gift. As I said, I can't wait to dive in and experience those shifts because we need to undo this programming if we're ever going to see the change that we desire in ourselves and in the world.
That's right.
Thank you.
Up to you. You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, Reddy. Thank you.